Welcome back, Cordlings, to more Quest for Infamy.
You can hear the homeowners talking about tea or something beyond the door. Better not mess with it during the day. You can't rob yet. You can't yet. You enter the bank.
I don't have any money for the bank.
You pull out the map and take a look.
You pull out your cock and take a look.
Oh, hello, my lord.
Oh, well, hello.
I must be on my way now. Take care.
You pull out the... You decide to go to Tyr.
Hell, why not?
Well, this is a sight to see. The legendary port city of Tyr. The massive walls stretch out in both directions, and you can hear the water rushing through the aqueduct above. It's definitely more impressive than the dump shaped like a sword your mate Earl once showed you. This woman is fit and healthy. You consider how awesome she looks in her uniform. Women in uniform. Yep.
Hello, hello.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Tyr. My name is Valeris. I am the head of Tyr's Arrows, the Royal Guard of Tyr. We serve the King of Lunaria and protect the port from all enemies. Tyr is the greatest city in all of Lunaria, next to the city of the castle in the north. Ships come from all over the world, importing and exporting goods, knowledge, culture, and people. There were several criminals who were trying to import human beings into the land to be sold into slavery. Slavery is illegal and punishable by death here. 3 criminals of the boat Hegrether managed to escape and hide somewhere in the city. We caught 2, but we have reason to believe the 3rd is already dead. Thus we opened the city.
Why do you have reason to believe he's dead?
Because I put 6 of my arrows through his torso.
Oh, I did.
There are a great many things to see here in Tyr. You may wish to visit the library. There are many tomes to be found there. The docks would probably be more to your liking. You can find work and play down there. You'd fit in at the Salty Dog. The mayor is proud of our lighthouse. You should visit if you have the chance. You have a pleasant day, sir.
So, any of you ever rip a man's throat out with your bare hands?
The silence is deafening and scary.
Don't want to mess with those women.
Hello there.
Hello, sir. Enjoying the day here in
Juanita!
I do believe so.
Ha! Excellent. If you'll excuse us, we must finish our game.
Excuse me.
That I'm trained to create here. My name is Roger, and I'm quite busy. This is a city of amazing beauty and breathtaking contrasts. It inspires me. My art is a living, breathing extension of myself, and it bridges the gap between my subject and me.
Deep, man.
I use only the finest paper and charcoal to put my expression in the physical realm. It is what I use to create art. Here, have a piece so you might create some too. And paper is the glorious canvas that brings my art to life. I will give you some if you should like it.
Alright, got some charcoal and some chalk and some paper.
Is this not the greatest city in all of Lunaria? The crowning jewel, Tyr. I trust you are enjoying yourself?
They don't have time to engage in idle chit-chat with you. The massive hall of laws spreads out before you. Inside, they not only run the courts for the whole valley, but there are legal students who go on to practice law all around the world. Frankly, this place makes you want to vomit.
Hey there, ma'am.
Hey yourself.
Well, I'm lost. Where am I?
You're in the city of Tyr.
Well, yeah, but...
Go bug Lionel in the town center. He'll give you directions.
Thanks, I'll, do that. Have a good day.
Yeah. Hey, you too. Sorry for the smartassery.
Please. Smartassery is where I feel at home.
Hey there, how are you on this fine day?
I can't complain.
I who'd listen anyway, huh? And I'm just enjoying my day, drinking my ale, and enjoying the beauty of the city.
Sounds like a good time, sir. Best of luck to you.
Same to you, partner.
Good day, sir.
Well, good day, ye lady of the walk sweep. Hello there.
Hello, sir. My name is Tara, sir. Thank you for asking. This city is now my home, but I originally come from Kiadia in the south. We are great masters of cloth and dressmaking there.
I am a master of dress unmaking.
Well, I have many outfits here for sale. I can also do alterations or dye clothes a new color if you like. Yes, I can quite easily alter the color of a garment using many different ingredients. It was a pleasure to talk to you, sir.
This is the front door of the house. You knock on the door.
Please, come in. I'm afraid Mayor Van Darkles isn't at home, but you can look around for a bit if you like.
I'm actually looking for the library.
You have arrived at what you believe to be the barracks of the city guard, Tyr's Arrows. This is a house full of dangerous and deadly women. You may have just achieved a life goal.
Now we're talking.
You pick a random book from the shelf and read a bit. Famous tattoos. It's fascinating. You read about a tribe of people to the west who mark their life rituals through body tattoos. Apparently, the women are required to get a tattoo above their tailbone if they bed more than 50 men.
Tramp stamp.
You put the book back on the shelf. You pick a random book from the shelf and read a bit. Famous. You browse the book spines looking for something that grabs your interest. Here's one that catches your eye. Hugs and kisses. This is a sheet of artist's paper that Roger gave to you in Tyr. What a special guy. You browse these shelves. You browse the book spines. Here's one that How to spot a yellow-breasted crow in Lunaria.
Boring.
You browse... You pull out the map. You head off.
Well, I must say, Tyr kinda sucks.
Hey, there's beer in my glass.
Is that a problem?
Yeah,
'Cause it should be in my belly.
You are correct, sir. Drink up, eh?
Well, if it isn't Mr. Bruiser himself.
Mr. Fisticuffs.
Mr. Arse Kicker.
That was a hell of a fight, young man.
I haven't seen anything that vicious since Laddie came home drunk and tried to have his way with the family dog.
That wasn't my fault. In my defense, he looked very similar to my wife.
You've got a point there, sir.
Anyway, disgusting stories about dogs aside, Sir, Gorth has been a pain in the arse to this town for years. And thanks to you, I don't think he'll be much trouble for a while.
Amen. Once, he made me smell his butt because I stepped on his shoes.
One time, he threw me in my own heap of cow manure because he said my corn was too mushy.
So we're buying your ale tonight. Go on over and talk to Kit.
Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate the gesture. But Gorth merely picked a fight with the wrong man. Or the right man, eh?
All drink salud.
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 So me and the wife took a trip up to the castle market a few months back.
A nice little trip, eh?
Yeah, you know, she wanted to buy some things we can't get here. And I was going to go sell a few of the vegetables I grew in the garden. So we went up and we had a great time.
I went to the castle once. Got thrown out for puking in the moat. Said it upset the moat monsters.
I'll leave it to you to antagonise the moat monsters.
So, yeah, how'd it go up there?
Oh, it was great. I sold out my stuff, made a good coin, and I bought the wife a necklace. She was all happy.
Gotta keep the ladies happy.
What do you know about ladies? You're single, middle-aged, and even your female dog hates you.
That bitch has issues.
Anyway, I had a bit too much ale, so I thought I'd let the old ball and chain drive the cart home.
Oh, this can't be good.
So she starts by whipping the horses good, and they're running at breakneck speed through town. We get to the gates, and the soldier's guard is just freaking out.
Yeah, they tend to do that with carts that are speeding towards an exit.
So they stop us, and I ask my wife where she's going in such a hurry. Now, she don't hear too good anymore, so she says, huh? So I tell her, he wants to know where we're going. She nods and says, oh, we're going home to Volksville.
Bet he chuckled.
Oh, yeah. Then he said, Volksville. I once had the worst sex of my life with a woman from Volksville. She said, huh? So I leaned over and said, he thinks he knows you.
Holy shit. We got 5,000 gold from that?
You quickly slip the pint glass into your cloak. You'll never know when you'll need one.
Here you go, mate.
You pay her and begin to sip your drink. It's as refreshing as you hoped it would be. 6 or 7 of these and you might get as giddy as a Lunarian whore.
I wonder if I can, let's see here.
This isn't a good place to try to sleep.
Okay, well, let's try the inn.
What? Ah, the old comfy bed. You decide to lie down. You slept until the night, and you feel amazing for doing so. It is now night time. Walking into the bar, you see the usual drunks. The old man standing at the bar, who you've not seen around before, shouts to the room.
I have returned.
No shit, Japsworth. You've been sitting there drinking for an hour. We didn't realise you'd left.
I was gone from this cursed land for 6 months this time.
It's like you never left.
I only came back to warn you, good people.
Here we go again.
Scoff all you want, lads. You know it to be true.
Tell us again about the ghost, Martin.
Just a moment. Kit! Whiskey!
Whiskey? Are you mad? Do you remember last time?
If I'm gonna be talking, I'll be needing it.
Coin first, Martin. You know the rules.
Hey there, young fella. What's the good word? Hello there, stranger. I'm Martin Japsworth, professional adventurer and all-around man of intrigue and mystery. Pleased to meet you.
You can call me Rowan. Pleased to meet you.
It's always a cold night in Vauxville, ever since the day.
The curse?
You don't know of the curse of the Killingtons? Well, son, if you buy me a drink, I'll tell you a story of such tragedy, such despair, such mystery. You won't be sorry, I promise. Well, that's a long story, friend. Perhaps if I had some whiskey to wet my whistle, so to speak, I'd be willing to talk about it. Well, I won't say no to a whiskey if you're buying. Well, boy, this starts over 50 years ago, when I was just a young boy. My father, God rest his soul, was the butler and caretaker of the Killington family for years. And for years, the Killington family was good, happy, and prosperous. They were the richest people in Vauxville. Old Jarvis Killington had made good money in shipping and trade, and he built his family the largest and finest mansion, just outside the town of Vauxville. In the town, he helped develop Killington Square, built all the posh homes there, and fixed up the big fancy bank. Actually was the heartbeat of the town, sponsoring all kinds of fairs and events. He was a good man, and my family prospered along with them. We lived in a small cottage just outside the main mansion. My father loved the Killingtons like they were his own. Jarvis, however, got a bit of wanderlust as he got older and the riches grew. He wanted a new challenge, so he took up travel and adventuring. He used to leave for months at a time, and always returned with some new exotic trinket from far-off lands. The tales he told, they kept this young boy on his toes. He came back energized after each trip, except for his last. There's so much more, and I could remember it, but alas, my drink is empty. Well, I won't say no to a whiskey if you're buying. When he came home from his last trip, something was different and wrong. He looked drawn and pale, and the treasure he came home with, well, it was kind of weird. He called it the Eye of Jaeger, and he seemed obsessed with it. He'd stay up in his room for days with it, never leaving. His whole family became concerned, and when he would come out, he'd ramble incoherently about many different arcane things, stuff best not spoken of. I heard some once, and it was like listening to something from the depths of hell. He was going mad. My father was very scared for him. I was scared. Life with the Killingtons was all I knew. It got so bad that his eldest son and heir, Jarvis Jr., left the home, saying he couldn't live with a demon-possessed and jewel-obsessed man. No one knows what happened to Jarvis Jr. either. It was said he went up north to the Kingdom of Yara to start anew, but no one's heard or seen from him since. Things got worse for the poor Killington family after Jarvis Jr. left, and more odd things occurred. I remember it well, but I would remember it better with a refill on my whiskey. Well, I won't say no to a whiskey if you're buying.
On with the story.
See, my father was so loyal that he wouldn't leave, even when Jarvis started looking like a living skeleton, and his whole family took sick. My father took sick too, but he'd never show it. He was too proud. The house fell into disarray. Jarvis wandered the halls, screaming like a madman. His wife and daughters took to hiding in the study and locking the doors. There was madness there, and whispers of the strange gem he brought home. I was little, but I heard about the gem, how it had no equal, how it was priceless, and they called it the Eye of Jaeger, though it was the final act that really threw a wrench into my life. The fire, the horror, the horror.
His eyes trail off, as if lost in his memory.
The fire? It took the whole family. All of them. Burned alive. Locked in the house. My father tried to save them, but the flames were too great. The last thing he saw was the insane smile of Jarvis Killington. I don't think I can drink enough to forget the screams. I could most certainly tell you more about that if you...
Don't fall for his crap. You're just fresh blood for him to babble to and get free drinks from.
Shut up, Olaf. Your wife smells like cow manure.
That's because I smell like cow manure, and we sleep together.
Point conceded. Point conceded, old chum. Something had a hold on him. It wasn't good. We should talk some more over a drink, right, Sonny? It was great talking with you. I'll be in town for a while. Let's talk again.
Hi, strange lady, standing in the dark at night. You're not suspicious or anything.
Please, I'm as harmless as a fly. If I wanted to hurt you, I'd have done it by now.
You're hurting my eyes with them titties.
If you wanted to hurt me, you'd tell me we were somehow related.
Well, we're not. But we do have something in common.
What's that?
Well, we both know something about the curse of the Killington family.
What? That story old Japsworth is raving on about, that's hogwash.
Not necessarily. There is much truth in what he says.
What? That the Killingtons suffered a tragedy? So what?
Yes, that, and there really is such a gem known as the Eye of Yager.
Really? Is it in a museum?
No, it's lost. As lost as the entire Killington clan.
Lost, eh?
Yes, lost. But perhaps not gone.
Mysterious. So why should I care?
A gem like that is beyond value. I think someone like you might be interested in that.
Yeah, then I assume someone found it long ago.
No, it's been missing since the mansion, and all of the Killingtons inside of it burned to the ground.
Lovely. You know now I'm going to dream about fires, gems, and a burning family. Remind me to thank you and Japsworth sometime.
Don't dream of that. Just think about it. You could recover something like that and slip away quietly.
Yeah, so why are you offering me any kind of help?
I noticed you the other day at the town gates. You seemed like someone who could pull off something like this. And yes, it will benefit me if you do. But I will tell you of that later.
Of course you will.
She slides her arms back, and the cloak that covers her opens a little, revealing a little of the skimpy outfit beneath.
Whoa there, kitten. I appreciate the thought, but it's not doing a thing for me believing a story about some stupid gem.
Look, I'll be back tomorrow. Why don't you go do a little research on what I've been talking about? The Killingtons, the Eye, etc. And we can discuss things another night.
Well, I suppose. If you're buying a drink.
Just be here. I'd recommend starting at the Library of Tyr.
Okay, that sounds logical.
And for a token of my gratitude in this matter, here's 50 blyes.
Well, I can't turn down a pretty lady paying me, can I?
If all goes well, there will be plenty more from us. Now, when you go looking, keep this word in mind. Sentai.
Sendai? What?
No, Sentai. Trust me.
Well, I had to say this has been interesting, Miss,
Just call me Kiana.
Absolutely. Good night, Miss Kiana.
I like Miss Kiana.
Well, I'll just stay in town a few days. Wait till they fix the bridge. Catch a ship. Ooh, boy. Oh, I'm in deep now. I'm talking to myself.
You pull out the... You decide to go to Tyr.
Excuse me, Mr.
Oh,
Rowe.
of course.
I'm flattered, but I don't remember ever giving you my name. So I suppose it is possible that we've slept together.
I'm actually here under the mayor's orders. He'd like to have tea with you before you leave the city.
Well, that sounds lovely. What a nice man. Let's go then, eh?
You head off towards the mayor's house, apparently to have some tea. You're excited. You love mayors.
I've brought Mr. Rome as you requested, my Lord Mayor.
Thank you, Captain Volaris.
Manfred von Darky Dick.
I'm sorry for insisting you come here, and using the guards. But you have to admit, as far as guards go, these ones are a little easier on the eyes.
I'll say it. Easy on the eyes isn't even close. If I didn't have eyes, I'd still be able to feel how hot they are.
Easy on the eyes, but not so easy on the body. I once saw Volaris hack a criminal's arm right off when he tried to fight her.
I don't doubt that.
Looks like he's not even going to offer you a seat. How rude!
Enough. I could go on about the girls all day. I merely wanted to welcome you to our corner of the world.
Well, thank you. But it does intrigue me to know how you knew I was here.
Are you kidding? Anytime a stranger's in the valley, Rayford makes a noise about it. And then I pay people to tell me, immediately, about all the noise that Blowhard's been making.
It certainly does seem like he's hot-headed.
Not even the word. He's an arsehole.
Von Darkle chuckles at his own joke. You chuckle quietly too.
I don't run the port here with an iron fist. It's true that we are the port of all shipping in the kingdom, and we do get our fair share of gypsies, tramps, and thieves through here. But the citizens of our beautiful city are wonderful. And I won't have them live in fear or have them live annoyed like they do in Volksville.
I see.
It's true we had to shut down the city and find a particularly wily bunch of criminals the other day, as I'm sure you know. But we found them, and we dealt with them.
Well, people like that do need to be dealt with.
Rayford likes to make a big public spectacle and have the whole town come watch. I think that's rude.
Rude isn't quite the word I'd choose, but I get it.
No, I just deal with them, and let the people choose if they want to see or not.
The mayor motions over towards the ocean where several bodies, already almost picked clean by birds, are hanging from the ramparts of a turret overlooking the docks and the sea.
Well, live like an asshole, die like one, eh?
Yes, so I see we're on the same page.
Same page, paragraph, and sentence.
Good. Well, I hope to see you again sometime. Thank you for accepting my invitation to tea.
Thank you for the tea.
You're too kind. Valeris will show you out.
It's all right. I know the way. Is everyone in this valley an asshole?
They very well could be. I don't know if the library is going to be open this late at night, but let's go find out. I see lights on.
You pick a random book from the shelf and read a bit. The Art of Tobacco. You read a bit of this and make a note to ask Armand about Ken Mattyleaf and the famous Sir Davies of Romerio blend. Apparently Sir Davies is very rare and expensive. You also read a fun fact. Gnolls absolutely love to smoke. It's their favourite pastime, next to guarding their treasure. You put the book back on the shelf. You browse these shelves. You browse the book spines looking for something that grabs your interest. Here's one that catches your eye. How to spot a You browse. Here's
boring.
You browse. Here's one. Here's one. The complete history of the Order of the Thorn.
Oh, hello. I'm Victor.
Hey, Victor.
Just looking for a new book. Too many to choose from.
Welcome to the Library of Tyr. We are home to the largest collection of tomes in all of Lunaria. How may I help you? We have books on many different subjects. Often there will be a variety of books left out on one of the desks by a former guest. You are welcome to read any you may find laying about. We will be putting them away at the end of the day. As you can see, we have many books, so many that it requires a team of my associates to organize them all. If you require a subject, we'd be happy to show you. There is no finer city besides the castle of Conninglist in all of Lunaria. The port was founded over 500 years ago by the great King Ferris the Brave. He was the greatest king of Lunaria. He unified the feuding villages, built the great bridge across the river Silmarwen, and commissioned the construction of the Port of Tyr and the King's Road. The road runs from here all the way to the castle in the north. It crosses the great river at the bridge. Recently, though, the bridge was washed out, so supplies going north take a while. I'm told that they've been able to take smaller packages across the chasm by rope, but the bridge must be fixed soon.
Holy shit.
Have you been there? It's such a charming little place, though sadly lacking in any kind of library. Manfred von Darkels? Oh, he's a true patron of the arts. He not only keeps this city safe, but beautiful too. He oversees the soldiers of the city. Ah yes, the sheriff of Volksville. Brusque man. I've only encountered him once or twice, and I didn't care for his tone. he doesn't get along with our mayor. They're called Tyr's Arrows. They're a garrison made up of women who are all specially picked and trained from the age of 6. The current leader is Valeris. Valeris is a special lady. She's quite educated. I know because I trained her myself. But she is as deadly as she is smart. Quite a lovely-looking young woman as well. Ah, the Killington family. Sad and tragic story, really. They actually paid for a whole wing of this library to be constructed, the Killington wing. We do have several volumes about the history of the family itself, right up until their bloodline died out. Talk to Gareth over in Section F. If I recall, there's some kind of monastic order from the northeast. Section S. Ask Gareth, as always, for help. I don't believe I know anyone like that. You know, I did hear a rumor that he was the only member of the Killington family to escape. He left the home just before the Great Fire.
Alright folks, that wraps it up for this video. Stay tuned for more.
Thanks for visiting our library.
Soon to come. Thank you, fucking mucho.